So forward-looking governments are embracing low emissions development because it is a fact that we are faced with climate change.
Unless we do something to bring down GHG emissions, it is not going to be sustainable for us in the long run.
We have to plan ahead. We have to plan and implement climate-compatible, climate-resilient developments so that our progress is not threatened by climate change.
Everything to do with the fishing communities, the agricultural patterns are changing. If we do not take action now, for us, sustenance of population itself becomes a challenge.
If we carry on emitting greenhouse gases like we have in the past, there is going to be no real future possible. So for me, there's only one way possible, and that is the low emissions development way.
We are now in the action stage of climate change implementation.
So there's no country in the world that has the luxury of ignoring climate change. So increasingly what we're seeing is that low emissions development strategies helps advance social and economic development benefits while also keeping in mind the fact that all of our economic activity has impacts on climate change.
Working on LEDs in terms of the economic side of it, there will be a lot of job creations.
If you look at the figures from international agencies, you see that more and more job opportunities are coming from the solar and wind.
If you're talking about the energy sector, you're talking about more people specialized in renewable energies.
In Costa Rica, they have a strategy to introduce climate change mitigation and adaptation into cattle farming in a way that increases productivity, reduces emission, and also reduces vulnerability.
For the business owners, private sector, it is an opportunity for them to make a profit on the new technologies that are coming that are low emission. For example, if it's cook stoves, you have to have the entire value chain to develop cook stove, to manufacture it, to maintain it, to install it.
We are currently doing a project called the Antigua and Barbuda Rehabilitation Road Project. And with that, we are actually opening up public's perception, their view on gender equality. The construction industry is normally a heavily male-populated industry. However, with this project, you find that a lot of females are actually taking part in different aspects, and that's helping to create jobs, not only for males, but also females.
So the Low Emissions Development Strategies Global Partnership, designed as a peer-to-peer participatory platform.
We work in Latin America, in Africa, in Europe, Eastern Europe specifically, and all over Asia.
So the benefit of participating in the LEDS GP is that you have access to this international network of your peers and of experts and technical assistance organizations that can help you accomplish your daily objectives related to your job in your country.
When we begin to listen what other countries are doing well, what other governments are doing well, what other companies are doing well, we take all these experiences and we can improve ourselves.
Professionals can gain a lot from being part of LEDS GP because you get to meet people who are like-minded. You get to find out where your resources are that you need to be a practitioner.
Countries see LEDS GP as an expert solutions provider who's on their side. It's not as if a consultant is sitting on the other side of the table and the countries are speaking with them, but it is more as a partner in their progress.
When I was developing the draft low emission strategy for Sri Lankan government, LEDS GP helped us a lot to enhance institutional capacity within the country. So in future members, LEDS GP will drive you to have a great LEDS for your country with their knowledge, capacities and the tools that they can provide.
I consider LEDS GP and LEDS Africa they feel like family to me, and it's a safe place to share ideas and to receive help that you need. So it's a great benefit, I think.